Well, when I first entered the program, I was probably like 5 or 6. But then I wasn't really familiar with it till I grew up older, around 13 or 14.
I kind of met Vinny all of a sudden. I had been talking with Patsy Live Oak over at the United Methodist Children's Home, and we've become friends over the years because I've been doing foster children for a little while. And she had been talking to me about a case, using no names, of course, about a difficult placement she had, and come to find out, it was, in the long run, it turned out to be Vinny.
Well, Vinny's been with ADRS, coming to the CRS medical clinic since 2008. And by him doing that, we're able to follow him with case management services, making sure he doesn't fall through the cracks.
He did have a handicap, and it did need a specialized home. They had put him several places that just weren't working out. I said, I think he's meant to come here. He came, and we were excited. It was all new to me. I had never had anyone with his type of disability, but hey, it's a learning curve.
It makes it hard because I'm paralyzed from the waist down, and I won't know like if I have like a sore or something, and which is scary because it could get bad without me even knowing that I have a sore.
When he came here, I just wanted to do what was best for him. You know, I wanted to keep him, you know, healthy without bed sores or anything like that. And he'd already developed one before he got here, so we were dealing with that as well.
I had a sore in my foot, and then it got infected, and then it ended up getting to the bloodstream. They had to end up amputating my foot, and then I was in there for another few weeks after that.
And so when we got involved with both sides of the CRS and the vocational thing, we had people come to the house and kind of assess what they thought what might be needed or be helpful. You know, the padded shower chair, the hospital bed, the gel mattress, the triangle so that he wouldn't have him to be shifting on the bed on his buttocks, but actually pulling up.
He has made a lot of progress, and he has had some setbacks as he spoke about his foot being amputated, which caused a break in services for a while through his spina bifida clinics. But being that ADRS is there to follow him, it's not like he doesn't end up following back up with services.
Nobody else around here knows like the stuff that CRS and them do. So, and they know people who, like in Birmingham, that can help us if they don't have what they need or what we need.
I think that helping him do this driving through Lakeshore, we live in Alabama and we don't live in New York City, and transportation is, you almost cannot be independent without that. I think that's a huge thing, and I think that's given him the confidence to know that one day he can get in a car and go.
Well, they teach me a lot of like what not to do and what to do, and they've also helped me figure out that I need what I need to drive with, like the hand controls, and they've made it a lot easier.
You know, with him, he has to be more cautious than some about stuff, and I think knowing that you've got a support team alone is a huge thing. Knowing that you can go and say, hey, what do I do? What do you suggest? What can I get to help?
VR helps me like to find scholarships and stuff for college and grants, which also helps out a lot because I wouldn't be able to go to college if it wasn't for that.
The report that came out of ADRS agencies coming together with the teen transition. In that report, it tested his skills to identify what interests he had, and it identified what like jobs, careers that he would probably excel in. And one of those was actually being a lawyer.
The testing that they did helped him kind of focus on some areas. He still hasn't decided where he wants to go with his future, but at least he's got something to kind of pick from and know where his strengths are. I think that's important.
Well, I don't really know right now, but probably like an attorney or something to help out, like a disability lawyer, because I know what it's like to be disabled.
I think that he can definitely pursue that. He has capabilities of doing so, and he shows it by being able to perform in school in college. So that is one of many possibilities that he can pursue. He's not exactly sure, but what 19-year-old is.
I think Vinny can do anything he wants to do. I mean, he's got to want it like anybody else. He's got to work for it, but I think he can do it.
Well, knowing that I can pretty much do anything, regardless of the situation, and continue to go to college. Like, it can't stop me from doing anything, but except for walking, and that's it.
He has thrived and come a long way, and I think that that's what makes him special, because not every kid can say, well, yes, in spite of his barriers, he's in college.
I hope to graduate in a few years from Wallace to go to like Auburn or Troy to do something bigger.